This conference will now be recorded.
So I'll clear all your doubts. Okay, so let me start, and I'll just open the recent file, open recent file, and let me open yesterday's whatever the works we have done. So just go to file export. So we have the option called file export. Okay, so here we have the path to illustrator option is there. Okay, so place option is there, import option is there. So you are telling that, so save as, so you're not getting here the options. Okay, so you are telling, okay, so you have the option only JPG image format is not getting. Okay, see, whatever the options which is showing in the software, that only you have to use it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here whatever the option which is showing here in the file save as, so that option only you have to use it. Okay, so what options here it is showing?
Mm, well, it shows just
Imti, so your voice is breaking here, so I am unable to hear your voice. So what I'll do, so I'll just go to file, just I'll give one more option. Just try this option, save for web. Okay, so this is one convenient option. So this is what we are calling as a save for web option. Okay, please write down everybody. So here in the right side, so there is an option called PNG 24. Okay, any of the things you can select it. PNG 24 options you can select it. What is the difference is here little bit the quality is little bit slow here. Okay, so low quality image you will get it. Okay, so you can see the preview of this. Okay, so maybe it is this option is there in your system. Okay, so you can save the file. Okay, so there is option here save. Okay, so you can save the file. So wherever you want in the desktop, I have made a folder called so my Photoshop work. So here you can save the file, but it is taking that it is taking in both the HTML format and image format, because this image we are saving for the website. So what I'll do, I'll just go for only images only. Okay, I don't want do any website related works. So I'll just go to work7.png. Let me check how it is going to save. Okay, so you can try this option, Imti. Okay, so this option always it will be there in the Photoshop. Okay, yes. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just check whether this file is saved or not. I'll go to the desktop, my Photoshop work. Let me check. See, this is a work 7. So I have saved the file. So, but it is going to save in PNG format. So any format is okay. PNG or JPG format, any format is okay. Okay, so okay, it is opening in the Adobe Firework. So I don't want this. So I'll just go to right click on this, open with. So there is an option here, window photo viewer. Okay, so that option only, please try it. See, okay, so you are getting a good quality only. So try this option in Photoshop. What you have to do, you have to go to file. One second. So you have to go to file, save for web and devices. First step is you have to write save for web and devices. Am I audible right? Okay. I'll
yes,
just
ma'am, you're
save
audible.
for, yes, okay. So you have to go for save for web and devices. So then what you have to do, so you have to select here PNG. See here we have JPG also. Okay, so I didn't notice this one. So we have JPG option also. Better if you have this JPG option which is reflecting here, you can use this option only, JPG only. So you can go to JPG also, you can go to PNG 24 also. So compared to JPG, PNG is little resolution is very less here, little bit compared to JPG. So I'll just go to JPG only. I'll select the JPG, and here it is showing the quality 60 is there. You can increase the quality here 96. The quality is here very high. Okay, I have given very high quality here 96. I have given. Okay, so better you go for the JPG option only. Then there is an option here always down save. So it is asking where you have to save the file. So I'll just it's automatically it is saving in. I'll just give 11 work11.jpg. So here you have to give images only because we so website means we have to use both the htmls and images. So I don't want html things and all now, so I'll just use images only. Okay, so I'll just save the file. Okay, anybody who is getting problem to save the file, so just use this option. Okay, so let me check how the file is now. C11. Yeah, same thing only, it is not looking much difference over here. Let me check the file size over here. Right click on this properties. So properties 1.14 MB file it is. So here it is a PNG format. Right click on this. This is 3.55 MB. So compared to JPG image, PNG image size is little higher. Okay. Anybody having any doubt? Anybody having any doubt?
No,
Is
ma'am.
that clear, Imti? Okay, so I'll start today's class. I'll go with a different topic today. Okay, please everybody start doing the work. Okay, so I'll just go to the different option today. I'll take a new file. Okay, so new file, I don't want horizontal file now. So I'll just go to international paper. Again, A4 size is here. So in that 210 by 297 it is there. So I want, this is the size of horizontal. Sorry, vertical. This is the size of vertical. I want horizontal one. So what I'll do, I'll just go to file new, and there is an option here, international paper. Then I'll make it to opposite 297. I will place here width, and height will make it as 210. So I'll just go to 297 divided by 210. So now I'll just get like this. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll start with the text tool. Okay, so now I'll start with the text tool. So yesterday class, what we have done, so everybody know, so we have done the miniature things, and yesterday we have done this beautiful black and white to color, color to black and white images and all we have done. Okay. Okay, so we have done yesterday all this one. Anybody did they tried all these images, black and white to color, color to black and white? So yesterday we have done this black and white to color, color to black and white. I have tried with some other images, but I didn't save the file. Okay, even we have done this reflection. Okay, so here the down opacity I have reduced, and the transparency option I have given, and here also we have one more option. Okay, please try all this option. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go to there is a tool called the text tool. Here we have an option in Photoshop. Can you see everybody? So there is an option here T. Okay, so this is horizontal type tool, vertical type tool, horizontal type mask tool, and vertical type mask tool. So what I'll do, I'll just go to the horizontal type tool. So I will have the option here, horizontal type tool. So I'll just type whatever the text you want. So whenever I will select this T, so automatically in the text layer, so automatic one more layer will create here. Okay, that is the text layer. Okay, so you can type the text here. Suppose I'll type the text. Okay, NICT. So just using the move tool, you can bring it here. Okay, so what are the colors which we have chosen here? It will come like that only. So I will select the text and I'll just delete this one. So again, once again, I'll go to the text tool, and can you see here in the property window, I will select the color. I'll select some of the bright color over here. I'll select this text, and if you want, you can reduce the size of this. So here we can reduce the size of this. So how much ever you want, we can reduce the size, and we can give the font also. So we have different type of the fonts are there. We can give the different type of font. So I'll just give. Okay. What I will do, I'll just go to this one. Using the move tool, you can move the text. Okay. Suppose you want to do any changes with the text, what you have to do? So you have to double click on this T. Okay. So now you can increase the size of the text. So double click on the T. Okay. Double click on the T, and now you can increase the size of this text, and you can change the color. So here we have multiple options are there. You can change the text color. Okay, again, whatever the font you want, you can change the font. Am I audible, right? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So this is the text. So always we need a text everywhere. So always it is coming in a different layer automatically. No need to take a different layer and all. Okay, so double click on this T. Okay, don't click here. So double click on the T, and you can increase the text size. Suppose more than 72 I want. So you can type here 100. Okay. So the text will come like this. Suppose you need to adjust neatly means at that time you have to use Control T. So scaling the image, I already given the shortcut for all this. Okay. So like this. So Control T, you can reduce the size of the text. Okay. Even there is an option here, you can rotate the text also. So we can scale the text. We can reduce the size of the text. See however you want. See, I'm making like this. Okay, however you want. You can increase the text size, you can decrease the text size. Okay, so like this, we can make it like this. So double click on this T. Always there is a alignment will be the left alignment, middle alignment, and the right alignment. So I'll keep it in the middle alignment. I want to change the text color. You can select here. So can you see here round mark? So you have to choose the color. So whatever the colors you want, you can choose the color. So next, so whenever you double click on this, always you have this property window, and there is an option here. Can you see here? This is called warp text. Okay. So I'll just reduce little bit. Control T. Okay. Select the text layer. Control T. Just scale the image. Scale the image like this. Okay. So double click on the text, and can you see here? Whenever you will keep the mouse, automatically this option will take show that. Okay. So click on here. This text option, what we are calling as warp text. This is warp text. Okay, so this is warp text, and again we have multiple options are there. That is arc. Okay, so this is arc option is there. Okay, so here you can suppose you want to make a certificate design, suppose you want to make a poster design, so that time and all you can use this option. Okay, this is only for the horizontal text. So here we have multiple options are there. So there is an option called arc lower, then flag option is here. You can do some changes over here. Okay, so how much ever area you want, you can do the changes over here. And again here we have multiple options are there. Okay, so this also you can do some changes. Okay, so just give okay, and so this is your text, and double click on this, and if you want you can change the color of the text. Suppose you want one more text layer, means what you have to do, again you have to go to the text option. Again go to the text option. So there is one more text called vertical type 2. So I'll just select like this, then I will type one more text. Only this much only I'll type it. So this is the horizontal one, and this is a vertical one. Am I audible, right? Okay. Okay, so double click on the text, and again you can go for this option, wrap option, and here we have again the same thing. You can keep it over here, this one. So because anything which is going to change, you can look it over here. Again we have the fishy options are there, so you can increase the size. Use this option. Okay, so we have multiple options are like that. So this is a twist option. Okay, so please try everybody. All these options are there, and this is the bulge text. Okay, so I have these many options. So automatically it will come in a different layer. Select the text and give the color. You can change the color here. So this is just a normal text. Okay, So I'll go to the new file. Again, I'll just go to the international paper. Again, A4 size, I want 297 divided by 210. I will take like this. Okay. So next, please write down all these options, everybody. Horizontal type tool, shortcut is T, and vertical type tool, shortcut is T. Again, horizontal type mask tool and vertical type mask tool. So these two are different and these two are different. Okay. So type tool, just you can type how much ever you want. You can type the paragraph, anything you can type it, and you can copy the text also. Okay. Suppose if I keep a text like this. Suppose I want to copy some text from the internet. You can copy the text from the internet. Something, images about photography. Just give about photography. I want some texture. Suppose I want to copy the text over here. So select the text and you know the shortcut of this Control C, and I will bring it to Photoshop and Control V. Otherwise go to here. There is option called paste. Okay. Paste is, yeah, it is pasted already, but it is not showing here because of the background. No, because of the color. But see, you can see the photography which you can see over here. Because of the text size, it is 100 here. So that is the reason it is not showing. Look at here. Okay, so because of the text size is that much, so that is the reason it is not showing. Okay, otherwise it is pasted over here. So you need to cut how much ever the area you want. So first I'll select the text, little bit I'll increase the size of the text. So what I will do, so double click on the text, double click on the T. So wherever you want to cut this file, you can cut it how much ever the area you want. Yes, so much is the text. So Control T, if I'll place it, let me check. So whether I could make it smaller, 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 very smaller. So much text is copied. Okay, so just you can, next I will import some image. File place. I'll go to the desktop and I'll take some image like this. Now what I'll do, I will go to, there is an option, right click on this raster layer. Please make it, when you are placing the image, you have to use right click on this. There is an option called raster option. So what I'll do, I'll just go to this option, that is horizontal type mask tool and vertical type mask tool. So I'll click on this. So it is changing the color. Don't type the text now only. So I'll increase the image, this text size. I'll keep it maximum 72. I'll keep more than that. Okay, 100. So now what happened? So it has come like this, and you need to choose before itself starting this mask option. So I will select some text over like this. So I'll type text image. Image. So before that, I will increase some more. So I'll just give 130. So I will get to know why I'm increasing the text size. So I'll just go to the move tool. So can you see here how much ever the text I have selected? So it is in a, like this. You can remove it and you can keep it over like this. So that means image is copied. Okay. So how much ever the area of the image you want, so it is cutted like this. So you can bring it and control C, control V. Okay. Otherwise, you can go to here. There is an option control J. Okay. Again, copy paste will happen. Control X and control V. So it will come in a different layer. Better always keep it in a different layer. Okay. So got it everybody. I'll show once again. So I'll just go to a new file. No, I'll go here only. So I'll just hide this layer. So I'll take one of the nice background. So which one shall I take? Anything you can take. Okay. Even you want to show fire effect. So you can take this one. So this is a fire image. Inside the text you want to show the fire. So what I'll do, I'll just, so here what we are placing is, so inside the text we have to show some effects. So that time we can use this option, horizontal type mask tool and vertical. So this is come in a horizontal way, this is come in a vertical way. So I'll just click on this horizontal one. So I'll just click here, which point you want, fire. We can choose the position over here before starting masking. So here I'll click, and if you want some more, 150 I'll give. Okay, here. So now I'll go to the move and see this much area only it is selected. Okay, why it is not selected? Because we have not converted to raster layer. Okay, so whenever you are placing the image, right click on this image, always raster layer. Please use this option and go to this one horizontal type mask tool. I'll click here, and once again I will use fire. Okay, so you can choose whatever the font you want, and you can choose the position also before giving the mask. So you can keep it wherever you want the cursor. Always go to the move tool and keep the cursor like this, and whatever the font you want you can start immediate, before itself you need to take this effect. Okay, so now see fire effect which has come here. Okay, so inside your text there is a fire is there. So now I want to change the text. I don't like this text. Control Z, Control Alt Z. So what I'll do, Control Z. Control Z means you can come one time undo, and Control Alt Z means you can come back 2 3 times. Okay. So if you don't like the text, if you don't like the effect means you can come back. Okay, so I'll just go to the file, this one, and I will choose the option. So some other text. Okay, so I'll just use, if you want some more big size, I'll just use 170 here. So like this, yeah, this look very simple compared to that. So you can change the text once again. Okay, so I'll just go to the text. I can keep the cursor and I will go to the text. Even this text also it will come very long. Okay, so I'll just use this one. So here you don't get, yeah, capital letter is coming. Okay, and so like this. So one text will have different kind of effects you will get. So control X, control V. So you will get, if you don't want the text you can hide it. Only text layers only I have added. So here like this, different kind of images having different kind of effects we can choose it, we can show it. Okay, you have to select that particular layer and look at here like this. Okay, so how much for the area you want, only that much you can select it. Okay, so it is coming for different images which is showing in a different way. Let me go to the different image. For example, you can even use this one cheetah texture. You can use for the texture this avatar texture and so fire texture. Many of the options you can use it. Okay, so these colorful textures and all you can use it. Suppose you want to, you have to see the nature behind this. So I'll just increase the size of this image. Enter. Control T just to scale the image. Again I'll go to this horizontal type tool. Again select it and again I'll just go to nature. You can change the font over here. So I'll just select the font nature. So I'll just go here again. Okay, why it is not taking? Because of raster image. So right click on this raster layer, then go to the mask option, then nature. Okay. So whatever the text you have taken, according to that it will come. Okay, not coming that much good. So better to take a different image. Again, I'll just go to file place. Anything you can give it. Instead of this, if you open directly this image, so that time the quality will be different. So I'll just open this. You will have a different quality here. Instead of placing the image, again I'll go to horizontal type 2. So here I have given 170, 200 I will give. Again I'll go to caps lock on. Okay. I hope this will come nice. Okay, so this is the one. You can place it like this also. Okay, so Control C, Control V. So both the text will be there. Otherwise, here Control X and Control V. So it will be in a different layer. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do, so whatever the text I have taken here, so this is the text. Okay, so this is with the masking option, that is horizontal type mask tool. Even for the same image, if I want, I could use the vertical mask tool. So that is here like this vertical mask tool. Only from the vertical direction it is typing. Nature again is not covering that much. Okay, NA I will type it. So again here the option NA. Okay, so in between I have used this option. Okay, control Z. Okay, please write down everybody. So we have horizontal type tool is different and vertical type tool is different. So this is the text tool that we can only, this is we can type it on the images, type it on any shape, and these are the text. So just a text only here. So automatically it will come in a different layer, and here this is a mask tool. So however the text will be there inside the text, the image, it will capture the image. So that is what we are calling as masking. Okay, so inside the text image will capture. So how much ever the area text will be there, so that much area only image will come. Okay, is that clear everybody? So now I will go for a text effects option. Okay, okay. So we'll go for a text effects option. So what we should do? Okay, so I'll just go for a new file. Okay, even I don't want this file, I don't want this file. I'll come back for this file. Again, I'll take a new file because if I'll take a fresh file, so you will understand very easily. Okay, so 210 I will give because I want it in a horizontal direction. So I'll go to the horizontal type tool. Okay, so just I will give the text like this. Okay, so you can give your name and you can try this one. So what you'll do, so right click on this, there is an option called blending options. Okay, so these are the text effects. Okay, so here we have the basic option of text. Next, advanced option of text, we will get it here. So right click on the text layer, there is an option called blending options. Okay, so if keep it like this, let me keep my layer like this here. Okay, so because whatever the effects I have given, I want to check like how it is looking. So right click on this, there is an option called blending option, and suppose I want a shadow for this layer. So can you see here everybody? So there is an option of drop shadow. So drop shadow, inner shadow, outer glow. So you have to keep your mouse here. Okay. So drop shadow automatically it will not come. You need to do some changes here. Okay. So I'll just click on with the drop shadow and you can see the shadow over there. Okay, so always whenever layer is selected, whenever particular thing is selected, in the sense it will be there in a blue color here. Okay, so here you can increase the size of this one and you can change the shadow color. So now it is in black color, so I'll change it to blue, suppose. Okay, so this has come in a blue color now. So suppose you want to spread the shadow, you can spread it like this, and you can the size of the shadow. So if you want to make a very sharp shadow, you will get it like this. If you want to make the shadow is a smooth, foggy kind of effect, you need it. So you can change the shadow like this. Okay, so any color you can give the shadow. Okay, so darker color is this. And again, you here we have the option of multiply, lighten, dissolve. See, this is a dissolve option. So in one only, we will get more effect. Okay, so you need to try all these option. So dissolve is there. Next darken option is there. So color burn and lighten, screen. soft light only, that option is working. Okay, so this is not all the options will give the result. Okay, so I'll just go to the normal one. Otherwise, you can go for the dissolve one. I'll just go to the normal one. Okay, so any effects, and you can change the angle of the shadow. So however you want, you can change the angle of the shadow. Okay, so today I'm taking the complete class about the text only. So text is very important to make advertisement design, to make a poster design. Always you need a text. Okay, is that clear, everybody? So now what I'll do, I will have some more option here. See, this is one option, this is one option, and even so how you feel this option, let us see. If I'll do the distance here, then we'll get to know. And if we spread the size over here, so then you can see more effect. Okay, so then you can see more effect and all. Okay, so like this you can spread it over here. All these options are there. Okay, so again check with the other option also. And yeah, again we have these way options are there. Okay, so almost all are same. So this is one different option like this. And you can increase the distance so however you want. You can use the dissolve for this. Okay, so this is one drop shadow option. So what are the options you wanted, you will get a right mark. If you don't want, just remove this option. So this is the drop shadow. Whenever you will click on this drop shadow, always you will have the property window here. You can see the drop shadow, and for that you have the property window here. So if you keep on changing the things, then only you will get the result. Next we will go. Next we will go for inner shadow. Okay, so there is option of inner shadow. Here again we have to change the color of the shadow. So I will select the color, and so let me check the distance of the shadow. So this is the inside area which is going to save like this. So normal, so you can see here. So inside shadow is here. So this is the softness which is coming inside only. And noise of this shadow. And like this you can select what are the options you want. Okay, so next you have to select it and you have to use this option. Okay, so this is the inside, only inside you will have the option. And you can change the color, so whenever you want you can change the color according to this. The option will be there with the noise, and you can do some changes over here. So always don't take the thinner text, and you take little broad text only, so you can see the result. Okay, and you can reduce the opacity. Opacity is nothing but the transparency. So I even, okay, I will not select this also. Please try all this option. Next I will go for the outer glow. Okay, so this is the glow option. Again you will click here and you will get which is related to glow option. Okay, so here the blend mode, it is there in screen mode. I will just make it normal, and here the noise is there, opacity is there. So again we have the option of gradient. So now it is in single color. So I'll just choose the gradient one. Okay, so even in the gradient, so there are multiple type of the gradients we have. So you people already know about the gradient. So I'll just go to the color harmonies, this gradient. Okay, I'll click on this and size of the thing. So look at this. So this is, and it is going to spread like this. Okay, so this is what exactly the outer glow. Okay, if you take a single color, then you can change the color. You cannot see much difference over here. Okay, so go for the, always you have multiple gradients are there. Okay, noise samples I will go. Okay, so I'll click on this noise sample. Let us see how this will look. So one effect which is glowing in a different way. So like this. Okay, so what are the options you want, you can select it. And again, size, spread, and here we will do some changes over here. Let us see what difference is going to happen here. Okay, so here no, there's just jittering options are there. So you need to check with the different gradients, special effects. So I'll go for the special effects. So it is coming like this, and I'll just go to the normal one. And any other changes is happening? No, no much changes. And I'll just go to this option. This is only the glowing size is this much. Yeah, we get a size like this. So small things you have to use it. Okay, so now if I want, I can on the drop shadow and inner shadow. Now I have on the, for this outer glow I have on the drop shadow and inner shadow. So all effects are came all together. So whichever the effect you need it, only just keep those effect only. Suppose if you want drop shadow, keep it that. Shadow, this one, and outer glow. Whatever the effects you want, please take this only. Okay, so this is the outer glow. Okay, so everybody, just whatever the effects you want. Okay, you can keep it. Okay, now I will hide the outer glow also. Next I will go for the inner glow option. Okay, so in the inner glow, again I'll modify it to normal, and I'll just give some effect. Okay, I'll just give the, again same, the special effect. So let us see, this center I will give it, and I'll just reduce the size. So what is happening, so inside this, so this glow option is there. Okay, so here we have multiple options are there. Okay, so just try different options. So this is the inner glow. Again we have multiple options are there. Okay, so here we have the option of inner glow. So please select down and change the color, whatever the colors you want. So it will come according to that, and size of the glow is here, and is here. Okay, so all these options are there. Even if you want, you can change like what are the different shadings it will give. dissolve and all these things, you can try this option. Maybe these two, three options are looking good. Okay, so this is about the inner glow option. Okay, so again I'll remove this. Again I'll go for the bevel and emboss option. Okay, even in the bevel and emboss, we have the contour and the texture. Okay, so I'll just go to the bevel and emboss. So no need to select before itself contour and textures. First select this one. So in the bevel and emboss only we have multiple options are there. Inner bevel and outer bevel. So inner bevel, you can see the depth over here. You can see the size. So I think you have seen some of the chocolate advertisement. So biscuit advertisement, you can see this kind of text. Okay, so this is the one type of a nice text for the advertisement design. So like this. Okay. Okay. So this is with the, you can make it soft also. Okay. Again, we have the option here. You need to check all the option. Whatever we are getting, you will get some more effect with this. So you will have a glow also. Okay. So all these options are there. Okay. So you can do the changes here. Normal and okay. You can change the angle also. Which is a good one, you can choose that one. Okay, so this is the embossing option. Eh, Next, so here only we have some more option, that is contour and the texture. So texture is very important here, so you will get a texture. So we have multiple kind of textures are there. Stone texture we have, and this is one different texture. So this is one different texture. Again, we have multiple kind of texture. So if I click on this bevel and emboss, with the texture you can see multiple things over here. Okay, so if you want you can remove the texture. So make it proper, this one first, bevel and emboss option, give it here properly. Okay, anything you can give the texture for this only. So I'll just apply the texture, and here in the texture, so this texture we can give it for the background also. So we have multiple kind of textures are there. Okay, so you can apply all this texture on the text. Okay, so here we have the texture of the pattern. Okay, so this is there outside the text also, this option is there. The next class I will take this option only. Okay, so texture fill option is there. Take whatever the options it is showing here. So always whenever you are selecting the tool, always there is an option of the this one arrow mark. So that means you have more options over here. So this is a nature pattern, some flower kind of text you wanted. So all are coming in the same color. Why? Because the bevel and emboss, whatever it is taken, so according to that only it will come. Okay, so however it is showing, so it is coming in that way only. So just you can change the text depth and inner bevel, outer bevel. So outside the texture, we are adding the texture for the outside, not for the inside text. So inner bevel and outer bevel is here. Outer bevel and inner bevel. So inside the text and outside the text. This is pillow emboss. So if you remove the texture, you will see. So this is the, you can reduce the things over like this. One kind of shining steel kind of effect, you can see it over this. This is very easy. Only the computer, whatever the tools we have given here, what are the options we have to, just you have to click and just it should look nice. Okay, so you have to click and you have to use the option. Okay, just try all the options, pillow emboss, stroke emboss. So these three options are very easy, very important. So this is mainly to creating the advertisement designs and all. We are using this kind of text. Okay. So now what I will do. So just try all this option. Next satin effect. Okay. Again, I'll just go for the normal. Again, here we have to see the distance. Satin options are there. Size over here, and if you will give the white color, so it will look nice. And if we'll give the yellow color, again it will look like this. Again, let me check if I'll use the inner bevel for this. And I could give the inner glow for this and outer glow. See, even satin effect also I have given, and I have all this outer glow also. Okay, inner shadow also can use it. So drop shadow also you can use it. So I'm using satin with the drop shadow option. Okay, just it is easy. Just try all this option. You can change the color and all this option. Please try. Okay, next color overlay in the sense just a single color of the text. You can change the text color here. Okay, nothing else here. The color overlay means only this much only. So no, there's no much changes here. So next there is an option called that is gradient overlay. So here we have the option of gradient, and if you right click on this, you can see the gradient color over here. Okay, you can select it and you can see the gradient color. Okay, so gradient is already over. So noise sample, again you can give nice text. I'll show you people how it will come nice. Okay, so I just scale this image. So, okay, scale this and I'll just give nice one. So there is one more option here called radial. So here it will look nice. So if you give any company brand, any company logo, you have to make it anything. You have to use a text nicely. So that time you can use this option. Even this will also look nice here. Okay. So these are the options we have in gradient overlay. Okay. So you can scale this and give nice texture. Okay, so just what are the option it is showing? Just you have to do the changes over here. Okay, so this is the gradient overlay. Next, pattern overlay. The same pattern, whatever we have seen here in the bevel and emboss. So here only the pattern overlay, and again you will have different patterns over here. Okay, this is the flower pattern, and if you go to the arrow marks, so you will have the rock pattern. You will get stone pattern over here. So inside your texture, you need a stone pattern. So this also you can use it. Okay. So stroke. Suppose I'll just use this stone pattern and the stroke. Stroke is nothing but just giving outline color. So just giving outline. So that is what we are calling as a stroke. Okay. So you can give pattern also for this. You can give gradient also for this. You can give color overlay. Any one or two things you can give it for this. You can change the stroke color. Okay, so anything changes on with the stroke color, you can give the shadow. Just I'll just on everything, and everything I have on this. Okay, so this is my texture. Okay, so what happened? So whatever the textures I have given here, so everything it is showing here. So that is drop shadow, outer glow, inner glow, bevel and emboss, gradient overlay, pattern overlay, satin, stroke. So any of the texture, if you don't want, you can remove it from here itself. So suppose I don't want this eye mark is there, so this is for hiding the things. So if you don't want stroke, you can hide it. Okay, so always whatever the things you are adding to the text, which is going to reflect here in the text layer itself. Okay, so again you have to do some changes here. You can go to double click on the text layer, so you can come here. So that is called again same thing only. Please write down all these options, drop shadow and all. Please write down. Okay. So if you will add it, if you add all the effects, it will not look nice. Only which is necessary, one or two effect is that much is enough. Okay. So I'll just go to okay. Now even this is the same thing we can apply for this also. Okay. So here we have this one, the layer. So because we are not able to see the text here which is hidden over here. Okay. So right click on this, blending options. Again it will give the stroke, so then you can see the texture. Okay, so it will look nice. It will give the text like this with the outline, so it will look nice. Okay, so like that. Again double click on this effect. So always whatever the effects you will give, so it will reflect in the text layer. Okay, so double click on the effect, and there is option of drop shadow. Okay, so you have to use a drop shadow here, and the size of the drop shadow. Okay, so again, yeah, size of the drop shadow, distance of the drop shadow, and anything you can give it for this. Anything inner shadow also can give it outer glow. So you can give the outer glow size. If you use the outer glow size, just make it normal, and the size of this one. See, you need to try the different option here, so you can see more effect here. So this will look nice. So here I have given this one outer glow, this texture. Now in my texture, now in my text, now the nature texture also there inside this, and there is option of outer glow also, it is there. Okay, so like that you just do some changes here, it will look nice. Okay, okay, so you can increase the size of the text. So anybody having any doubt,
No,
please
ma'am.
message me. Okay, so this is very easy. So just you have to right click on the layer, you will have this option. Okay, even Google and Numbers also you can use it. You can use a texture also. So it will come here. So for the movie poster design, next class we have to make the movie poster design. So that time, so this kind of text is useful. So like because we all expect a new text or a new posters always, like whenever the new movie which is going to release, so they always trying to do the new things, new new text, new background, and new effects and all we are expecting. So this is one kind of effect. Okay, so if you don't want, just give, just remove it. Satin effect also it is there. Some effects it is looking good, some effect like this. Okay, who need all these things? So whatever the effects you wanted, you can use it. Okay, just I have taken only these many effects. Okay, so this is the text effect what we have given today. So we have done complete text here. So you keep it wherever you want. Okay, so I'll just save this file. So I'll just go to file, save as. Again in the desktop, I'll go to my Photoshop work. Again, what is the file name here? Work 10. So here work 10. So work 10. dot not jpg. First we have to save the file in Photoshop PSD document. I will save the file because this is a source file. I will save this in PSD document. Again, I'll go to file, save as. I'll go to the format of JPG format. Okay. So this is the work 10. Already I have work 10. I'll just go to one more one. I'll add it. Okay. So 110. I'll make it. So I'll just save this file. Okay. So this is one nice effect. You can see. Okay. So even with the text, we can do multiple things. Okay, so tomorrow we will create some advertisement design. There are so many things we can create with the Photoshop. So Photoshop is a very huge software. You can use it for website design. We can create easily website design, and we can use it for even we can make an architecture design here in Photoshop. We can make it as an architecture design also here. Okay, so this is a very useful software. We can even for the 3D software we need a texture from the Photoshop. Okay, so multiple things. Even somebody in the future who are working with the audio and video editing software, editing of the video, so backgrounds and all we have to change. So we need a help of Photoshop. Okay, so it is a multiple use software. Easily we can create a web template using the software. Okay, so just like that. Again, we have this fire effect. Okay, this is one effect. This is one file. This is one effect. You can show the fire, snow, fog, anything you can show inside this image. Show that from the side hero is walking. Okay, so it is depends upon where you will keep the text. Okay, so this is masking, which is very useful. Okay, so you can create any number of things. So again tomorrow also I'll little bit continue with the text tool only, because there are so many things are there in the text, because we need to create the advertisement design means we need a text always. Poster design, pamphlet designs, banner designs, any of the things we need to make a 50% off we have to show means we need a text always. Okay, is that clear everybody? Anybody having any doubt?
No, ma'am.